I'm surprised I haven't made a video about this yet, because it's something I've always been sure about, something I've always been adamant about. But I've never had a TikTok account, and I've never had an Instagram account in ever. And maybe I could have made an account to look at something someone sent me, or made an account just because someone told me to do that. But I never actually used those apps, and I never used anything else. And the closest thing that I do get to social media and to doom scrolling and that kind of short form content is YouTube Shorts. And so I know what it is, I know what it's like, I know how addicting it can get. And I, at one point, I thought that I had already fixed my attention span because I never had those kinds of social medias I was very passionate about. I'm the one who doesn't have TikTok. I'm the one who doesn't have Instagram, and I'm telling my friends, get off of TikTok, man, get off of TikTok, bro. It's ruining your brain. And I still hold that belief. But at the same time, I'm also falling into that myself and becoming a hypocrite because I use YouTube Shorts and I use YouTube actively. And YouTube is like the only social media that I actually use actively. And even though I can say that I watch long videos, I watch long form videos, or I watch videos, it's still social media. And on top of that, I still use YouTube Shorts every now and again. And it's literally TikTok. YouTube Shorts is TikTok, and TikTok is YouTube Shorts. IG Reels, everything. They're all the same. Different brands, they're all the same thing. And I fall into that sometimes. Sometimes there are days where I just fall into that. I go on the YouTube Shorts, open the app, scroll through, and 30 minutes has passed by, and that's just what happens. That's doom scrolling. And this is it. Thinking about it now, I realize how easy it is to just fall into these things and become addicted to it, and how easy it is to defend them. Because I've had multiple friends tell me stuff like, I have value in TikTok, I have value in these apps because they're videos that I watch and there are things that I learn from it. And I can immediately just put that through my bullshit filter and identify that as cope and excuses. And I'm for myself, by the way. I don't tell them that. I don't tell them straight to their face that you're lying to yourself. But I think I've held strict standards to myself in social media, considering that I've never had those apps. I'm very strict with my attention span, at least. And I'm making this video because I've kind of fallen off. And that's why the title is Fixing My Attention Span, because I think it's still something I have to work on with YouTube and social media. Um, this month, I haven't been reading that much. And just last month, I was reading a lot. And that's because I was actively reading something. I was actively reading a novel. And now I'm not. So I'm kind of just trying to tick off the reading boxes by reading poetry books, reading random things. But I'm not actively reading a book start to finish yet. And at that point, last month when I was reading actively, I think my attention span was pretty good because I could just sit down for an hour and read. And I was also watching movies before that. I could just sit down and just watch a movie. But now I can't do that anymore. Now I don't watch movies that much. I don't watch animes as much because I also want to do that more. I don't read as much. But what I do is I hop on YouTube Shorts and just waste 30 minutes there. And that's pretty bad. That's really bad, and I need to improve on that. And I think even though I say that I don't have TikTok, even though I say that I don't have Instagram, and I know how bad these things are, you can still fall into it. And I still need to actively fix my attention span by giving myself these long form content, these difficult to consume things like watching movies instead of watching movie clips on YouTube Shorts, watching an anime start to finish rather than like reading a summary of it or something. Reading a whole book start to finish, and then just going on Substack or Tumblr, something like that. Just eating the bigger meal, having the bigger thing, so you can fix your attention span potentially. And another reason I wanted to make this video because I wanted to talk about my observations of being this kind of person who doesn't have to touch their phone every second of the day. And I've noticed this for I think a few years now since I've been doing this for a long time. That I'm always the person in the crowd at a break time or during some idle time where nothing's really happening. I'm the one sitting down doing nothing and being at peace doing nothing while everyone else is on their phone messaging people on Instagram, on TikTok, doing completely random things. And I'm just there. And I have YouTube Shorts, I have data, I have Wi Fi. I can look at that. Maybe I'll open Discord to see if anyone's messaging me. I'll open something to see if anything's going on. Check my emails because I want to check something. And I check everything. I don't feel the need to do anything else. I'll probably listen to music. That's the closest thing I'll get to it. But I don't feel the need to go on YouTube. I don't feel the need to get my fix of social media and consume something. And so I see all these people every time they get a second of free time, the first thing they do is just go on TikTok. And I'm just thinking, what are you looking for? Nothing. I think what you're looking for is just the fix, the need to scroll, thinking that you'll get something, when in reality you'll never get anything life changing on TikTok. You know, you can get something that entices you or that makes you interested in something, then you do something further into that. But just on the surface on TikTok alone or doom scrolling, you're not going to get anything. And I've realized that I can prefer phasing out, sitting down, looking at something for 10 minutes rather than being on the phone. I'll just be there at lunch break at work, just sitting down. Maybe I'm eating, just sitting down, looking at nothing, while everyone around me is just using their phone. And I think that's not really something to brag about, but that's something I think I'm proud of because maybe years ago I could have also been that person on the phone. I could have been that person playing a video game on my phone. Where now I'm just satisfied with my own thoughts in my own mind, just sitting around and thinking. And I know it's, other than just clinging to your phone and clinging to devices, I know it's not really an attention span thing because I know what it feels like to have a short attention span. I know what it feels like to have that pull against what you're trying to do. When you're at work or when you're doing something and you're trying to focus, but your mind goes elsewhere. For other people, they cling to the phone and they attach that to the phone. Where, whereas me, since I don't attach myself to the phone, what I do instead, I do things like I start thinking about random things. I talk to myself. I start singing a song that I just remember. Then, because of that, I sing another song. I start hearing it in my head, trying to imagine that. And for me, that's my form of poor attention span. That's my form of drifting out, rather than drifting out on a social media app. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's definitely an improvement for me. And I don't know. I need to. For me, I think the thing is, it's not social media anymore. I've kind of already escaped the crux of social media, and even though I still use it, it's a matter of using it less. And rather than just thinking about using social media less, I need to consume the bigger content. I need to consume the better, deeper, more profound content. And it doesn't even have to be more profound or more difficult to understand. It just has to be more effortful, more intentional, like watching a movie. That's the main thing for me. Like I don't really do that anymore. I don't watch movies anymore. I don't watch animes anymore. I don't read that much, and that's what I need to do to improve that. I think, rather than just getting off the phone. So, I think this reframing of the mindset of spend less time on YouTube Shorts. Rather than that, I just spend more time consuming better content. That's already improving me a lot. And I know it's a long video. Another thing is music. Playlists over listening to full albums takes a lot more attention and a lot more patience to listen to a full album than just listen to your favorite songs on it. You actually have to sit through it. And that's how people used to do it. The thing of people used to have better attention spans, that's because their media was more difficult to consume. And everything now is just instantaneous. And I don't need to go on a rant about this because this is well talked about on the internet. I'm not really saying anything new. But just talking about my experiences, this is really what I've been going through. This is what I've been trying to improve. I think I'm getting there. Something I'm actively trying to do. And it's going well for me. And I tell you, it's just made my life a lot better. My focus is a lot better. I'm able to meditate better. And all those things, just trying to be a better person, be more patient. Not even patient. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Just have better attention. That's really just what this video is about. And well, it's over. The video's done now. Just to talk about myself, right? Update. The reason why I haven't made videos is because I'm actually working now. And now my work day is a lot longer. So I'm working 7 to 8 hours. But then as soon as I get home, I go to the gym. And then I get home again. And I do more work. My at home job. Because I need the little money from doing work from home stuff. So a lot of my life now is work and gym and work. And because of that, I don't have time to write. I don't have time to practice instruments. And so this is why this topic is really important to me now because when I get home and I finally have time to myself, it's so easy to just go on YouTube Shorts and just sit there and let it flow. Try to reach the bottom, or just watch a bunch of nonsense videos. And I've been doing that, and I realize that it's making me, it's pulling me away from the things that I really want to do, that are more difficult. And maybe because I'm tired, and that's fair, right? But that's something I want to fix. I want to at least do better in that. And so that's really what the feeling is today. And it is a Saturday, so I have time today. I have the whole day to myself. And I do want to make videos still. It's still something I want to continue doing. So hopefully I'll make more videos in the future. And I will see you then.